Yes! There they go. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. Yeah! Haven't seen our show before. It's a little rock and roll dance party. You're going to have a good time. Let me tell you everything that's happening. But first, got to introduce everybody to my right. There she is, everybody. It's America's Showgirl. It's also Riot. Yeah! And to my left, there she is. Chachi to my Fonz. Jesse to my Walter. Stacy DC, everybody. Yeah! And right over there, it's the Kings of the Nighttime World. It's the Black Leather Lagoon.
Hello.
My name's
I wouldn't mess with them.
My name's Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock and roll writer, sleaze grinder.
Yeah, we do.
What a show tonight. We got some rock and roll from the Stampede, everybody. Let's take a look at the Stampede over there.
I'm buying it.
And we get some burlesque from the alluring, the elegant Vera Rose, everybody.
Yeah! A crowd favorite.
And we get some party tips coming up. That's important.
Oh, shit. Yes.
Did you remember? Okay. All right, good.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
That's what we do on the show. We don't give you the whole party.
One tip or?
We just give you the tip.
Are we capped at one tip?
Yeah, just
One tip a week, if that. If you're lucky.
Generally speaking, Justin gives out the party tips. He's not here tonight. So Sam's going to be giving out the party tips.
Yeah, we have tips.
Yeah!
I feel like this room could, like, genuinely give out some good party tips.
Yeah.
We all look like we've been around the block.
You have to be willing to take a risk.
Some more than
though.
others, yes.
Well, I know.
Exactly.
I know Sam goes to a lot of parties because she usually texts me from the party.
God.
I think to let me know that she's at a
Does
party.
she like the party? Does she usually like it, or is she complaining, or is she telling you how great it is?
She's usually just describing what's happening.
Yeah,
She's
parties are fun to describe.
Dying.
She's setting the scene.
I think the last party I went to, I thought I was entering into a threesome, and I wasn't. So, like I was at a Halloween party, and
Wait,
this
what?
girl, I thought this girl was inviting me in to make out with her, and instead she started talking about her boyfriend, and I was like, damn it! So, did I not tell you that about my party?
Yeah, I'm a little confused at why you would think it was
Because she was seductive, and she was like asking me to go to the bathroom with her, and I was like, no one just goes to the bathroom to talk anymore,
at a party,
right? At a
She
party.
wants to be your friend.
Straight
She
girls
just wanted
really,
to talk.
Straight
Yeah.
girls really don't know how to lay
Yeah.
out the signals.
So-
I'll say that much.
Maybe I can't offer party tips.
who knows? I've been to like 2 parties in my life, so what do I know?
How were they?
I don't believe that. And how were they?
I don't know. They're okay. Nobody ever invited me. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's too late
I'm
now.
gonna throw a party.
Don't
for the
bother
first
now. It's
person
too late.
inviting.
20 years ago, you should have asked me. But anyway,
Aw.
we do have a bit of a hole in the show that I have to fill up.
Okay.
Oh,
Because-
we're good
Murder?
at filling holes here. We got this.
Exactly.
Yeah, we love it.
Because we're not-
Why is
it's not-
everyone laughing at that?
it's not the party
That was
tips part yet.
serious.
Right now, generally speaking, we would do Kate's murder minute. But
Yeah.
Kate called in sick, so we have
Feel better,
5
Kate?
minutes that's usually filled with murder. It's now wide open.
I don't know.
We
a lot
could
about
fill these
murder.
5 minutes with murder.
Right, we could.
Do we
Now-
have any volunteers?
Well, Stacy, I don't know. Have you told your
I see some
murder
hands.
story?
I see some hands. We could make this happen.
Stacy actually has a murder
I
story.
actually have a murder story.
Yeah, you want to tell the murder story?
I could. It's so
Ooh.
long. Can I even do it? You
Yeah,
can cut
just-
me off if I. Okay.
Okay,
So.
but here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to cut to the chase.
Right, I do that a lot.
yeah,
That's
just-
people love that usually.
We do love that
Set the-
about
So it
you,
makes me
Stacey.
so endearing.
Set the scene, and then get to the murder.
Okay, so it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
2013.
Let's go all the way back to 2013.
The only reason
Elsa,
I knew
where
it
were you
was
in
a Super Bowl.
2013? remember?
I was in Boston.
Okay,
Honestly, life wasn't that different than it is now.
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Living in Winter House, Somerville, I get a knock at the door, and it's the police, and they're looking for my downstairs neighbor who had just headed out to Mexico. And I didn't know her well, but she did do a lot of phone sex. That's all I really knew about her.
Like professionally or?
I don't know. She was really good at it, though.
Valid career choice.
Yeah. And they were asking me for her brother, and I was like, Tony, he doesn't live here, but he did frequent the area. And then
And
all
he
the
was like the
questioning
Fonzie
about
guy, right?
him,
Did he dress
looked
like
Fonzie? Yeah,
Okay.
for real.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and the cops really want to find Tony on this
They want to
special
find
Super Bowl
the
Sunday.
Fonz on
So
Super-
they're
okay.
asking me about her car, and so they're like, can't tell you any specifics, but you should Google this. And they were like, Google Somerville and Norwood High School. So I Google it, and it's like dead body found behind Norwood High School. So I was like, holy crap, Tony is like a suspect in this murder case in Somerville.
Right.
And they're like, don't worry. You have nothing to worry about, but Tony is a level 3 sex offender and his sister lives downstairs, but you're fine. And they
And you used to see-
peaced out.
And you
Don't
would-
be alarmed, right?
And you would see Tony.
I talked with Tony all the time.
time.
He would smoke while I was like reading outside, and
Yeah.
we would just shoot the
What would,
shit.
yeah, what would you guys talk about, you and Tony?
We would talk about his favorite kind of cigarettes and lotto ticks and stuff like that. He was
Okay.
Yeah,
quite
typical rapist
pleasant.
banter. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Cigarettes
taught
and
me how to
lotto
like
ticks, yeah.
move the trash cans in a more
So-
effective way.
my
So it'd be
gosh.
like, you like cigarettes? Yeah, I like
Yeah, and
cigarettes.
I'd be like, yeah,
What
I wish
kind
I
do you
could
like?
smoke them all the time.
This is so scary.
Okay, so anyway, they're like, don't worry, you won't see him around. His sister's not here. Like, she's on vacation. So the next day, Tony's rummaging around in the garbage with a flashlight outside.
Yeah.
And we call the detectives. I'm actually gone,
So
but
you knocked on him.
we didn't knock on. Yeah, we knocked on him. You're
Yeah.
right.
You heard it here first, Tony.
So the cops come and,
She knocked
and
on ya.
Tony's inside in the dark in his sister's apartment with no lights on.
Yeah.
And they don't
suspicious.
arrest him. They just question us right in front of him.
Wow.
So we're like, this is a murder suspect. So we flee the scene. We were like, we can't stay here anymore.
flee the
They
scene?
decided not to arrest him, even though
God.
he's clearly a suspect of a murder case.
Yeah.
Of a decapitated body.
Decapitated.
Oh.
So
Head removed.
yeah, everything was cut up, chopped up. So anyway, yada yada yada. I gotta get to the point
Okay.
right now.
Well, you got
Why
to
are you digging in the trash?
well, now
He was
I'm
digging in the trash, and
he
he had bags of cleaning supplies from Dollar General down the
Wait,
down
is
the
he a
street.
raccoon? Is he human?
He's not a raccoon. He's
Okay.
a person.
keep going.
So we flee the scene. A week later, I come home to get some clothes, and there's 30 cops in the driveway, and like this Granny Gray braid is like, I'm the lead homicide detective in Somerville, and they're gutting all of our drains for like blood samples. And we finally moved to a different condo to like hide out while they're investigating. And 2 days later, Tony and his son end up being arrested. And we come to find out that what happened was Tony lived right up the road, actually. We didn't know that. And he had murdered his roommate over his roommate had won the lottery, and he stole the tickets and cashed
Wasn't it
them
for like
in after he murdered him.
$8,000?
$8,000.
$8,000.
But
That's not even a lot.
crazy
I was gonna
thing,
say, I don't think I would murder someone for $8,000.
right?
Right?
So that's what the cops
Like
told
everyone,
us.
there's always a line, and
The
yeah.
crazy thing was last summer, like 5 years later, a knock on my new house in Somerville. Same detective, and he's like, Tony's going to trial. And I was like, that guy's not locked up already? And it turns out it was actually for $1 million.
$1 million.
And the detective is going through like his rap sheet of all the people he has to subpoena that day. And it's like all the people he paid to like drive him to the casino in Connecticut and like whatever. All the people he bought drugs from with his money. He spent it all in 3 months.
Oh.
Bummer.
But yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
unfortunately, his roommate had to die. So anyway, that's
R.I.P.
my murder story.
There you go, everybody. It's the murder minute.
I think I like having the murder minute. Like I think I like it when the storyteller is that close.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
One-
also,
one step removed.
we got to lower our rent, and we stayed there for another year. The body.
Silver lining.
Because
That ends well.
because you forgot the part about your basement. The body was dismembered in your basement.
Yeah. So he wasn't
Whoa.
actually
With a
murdered.
chainsaw.
Lots of
Yeah.
detail.
Right. He was murdered in the basement with a chainsaw.
Yeah, with a chainsaw. And
Yeah,
didn't
I
your
should
roommate
hope
hear the
you did,
chainsaw?
And my roommate heard it that night. The cops traced it back to the 2-day period that they thought it happened
Whoa.
when. My roommate heard noise upstairs in the empty apartment. he was stealing like tools out of that apartment and dismembering the body in the basement. My roommate had actually called me that night to be like, something weird is happening upstairs, and we were like, forget about it, you have anxiety. So yeah.
Let's hear it, everybody, for Stacy in the Murder Minute.
Yay!
Good job, pal.
I've told that story a million times.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thank
You did.
Sam, you ready for your party tips? Sure. It's time, everybody, for the party tips!
Yeah!
Here comes Sam from Black Leather Lagoon. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hey, you got a tip for us tonight?
Yeah, I can whip out a party tip. So I've been to a lot of parties. I'm kind of a huge wuss. I kind of am not really that good at staying up late. So my major tip kind of revolves around that, which I would say is just like bring your own caffeine if you can. Any way that you can sneak it in, any kind of caffeine that's your personal preference. I would like to recommend a product called Runa, which is like a all-natural like energy drink. It comes in a can, and it's made from like some fucking kind of tea that grows in the jungle or something called guayusa. And it's like one of those high caffeinated like teas, but it's so full of antioxidants that it gets you like really energetic without the jitters that coffee gives you. So that's kind of my go-to if I'm getting ready for a party. I'm like, I need a fucking Runa.
So it's like healthy cocaine.
Yes, kind of.
Right.
Okay.
I've been looking for
Yes,
this.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, or you know, I mean, it's actually really intense. So I'll drink like half a can and then bring the rest of it with me. As a plus, it also can be served as like a mixer, so you can put alcohol into it. And it's kind of like your Red Boys that my my bandmates are so
And
fond
then you're
of.
like the party hero because everyone's like, "Thank you for this mixer."
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
all
great.
it's all about just staying up, just lasting. Otherwise, my advice is to get really drunk really fast.
Yeah!
Classic sprint versus marathon.
Yeah, I'm definitely a sprinter,
Good
not a
choice.
marathoner. Get really drunk really fast, have as good a time as possible, and then leave without saying anything to anybody.
Oh,
Yes, the Irish goodbye.
The Irish
I'm
goodbye.
a big fan.
There you go. It's a party tip, everybody, from Sam.
yeah!
Thank you, Sam.
So, are you two? Are you sprinters or marathoners as far as parties go?
I like to switch it up.
I've only been to 2 parties, so I couldn't tell you.
I still
We're
don't
gonna
believe
change
you.
that in
but
2020. How about that?
It's okay. No, probably not. You
Well,
know,
there's a problem. You have to say yes.
we've passed the party time for me. It's okay. I'm okay
I
with
don't
it.
think that needs to be that way.
There's been a few times where I've driven Stacy to parties, and then she's just gone into the party and left me. Done that.
What? You didn't invite him?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you?
At least.
I didn't think he wanted to go. He had
It-
parties.
you always invite your DD in for several
Yeah,
drinks.
right.
Come on.
Dude, I would have so invited you in.
Really?
I know you would have,
Listen,
buddy.
I was still growing up at that point when I was doing that shit. You can come into my parties whenever you want.
Hey, everybody, you want to hear some rock and roll?
Yeah!
There they are, all the way from basically across the street, right?
Yeah, literally across the street.
Yeah!
All the way from across the street, it's the Stampede! Stampede, everybody.
Holy smoke.
Let's bring the Stampede over here, and we'll talk.
Whoa, Sam. Yeah.
Good job, buddy. All right, let's bring them on over here, and we'll talk to the Stampede for a few
Someone
minutes.
had a little too much.
Here they come. Here we go.
You're right.
Here they are. Hey, come on, everybody squeeze in. There's always room on the
There's
couch.
literally always room
There's
on
always.
the couch.
Here we go.
The sweatier, the better.
Yeah, here we go.
Like the couch
Bring
of
it on.
holding.
Wow, there's so many of them. There's so many. By the time we get through with the introductions, it'll
I
be all
know.
over.
We're gonna have to figure this out.
All right, here's what I need you to do. I need you to tell me your name, and then I need you to give me a horse fact. You can make it up.
Ooh,
My name is Tony. Play bass in the Stampede, and horses stand on their toes at all times.
That's exactly right. He's right. Do you have one?
I have like so many.
Just get one, quick.
Did you know, like, when they're just hanging out, they're usually standing on 3 feet, not all 4? Am I the only person that just learned that?
I guess so, yeah. Good.
Everyone else knew it?
I was a horse
Oh,
girl
hell
for
yeah.
a very long point in my life. I do
Really?
not care to talk about it or elaborate right now,
Oh.
but yes, I did know that.
Oh!
Sounds like a sore
So
subject.
you probably have a horse fact, too. Oh, we'll
Yeah.
get to it in a minute. Here we go.
I'm Manny. I am the main singer, and the guitar player of the Stampede. And there's one fact I know about horses. It's that I don't know shit about horses.
There you go. That's true. All right, here we go.
I'm Kevin. I play keys in the Stampede, and one horse fact. They have less than 2% body fat, believe it or not.
Cool.
Wow.
Sexy.
That's cool.
I have no idea.
Up
My
here.
horses don't have that many natural predators.
I'm Chris. I play the drums, and my horse fact, it's a fact that they are awesome.
I like that one. Sorry.
I'm Mark. I do auxiliary percussion, and my horse fact is that they wear shoes.
That's true. They do. They wear shoes. He's right. Guy, we got another one, right? Is that everybody?
I've got one.
Do you have another one?
Elsa's got a horse fact.
Ponies are not horses. They're
Really?
actually
What are they?
they're actually completely separate types of horse.
Yeah, that's technically.
Okay. That horses are not ponies.
You have a. That's very good. Thank you. We'll get to the.
You're welcome.
We'll get to your.
You're welcome.
No,
Thank
it's great.
you.
It's great. We'll get to your horse girl days some other time.
No, it's fine. We can. Yeah.
Seems like
Let's
it's.
move on.
Seems like it's worth diving into.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you have a new record. It's called Marvel of Idiocy. Is that correct?
yes,
Why-
that is
I
correct.
love it.
Why would it be called that?
Are you all idiots or just some of you?
Yeah, bring us into.
It's actually from a book, and I thought the concept of that was kind of
It's great.
pretty good. I mean, just as life as a whole, being in a band is just in general is sort of a marvel of complete idiocy. Just playing shows, doing live things, putting your
Yeah.
life out there. It's all just marvelous and pretty idiotic.
Cool.
Wait, what book is it from? Did you say that part?
No, it's from a Stephen King book.
Stephen King,
it's
everybody.
The second book of the Dark Tower series, actually.
That's why I got my rose tattoo.
Oh, nice.
The
We have car tattoos. We're nerds over here.
My people.
It seems like you guys got a lot to talk about. Tony, were you aware of all that?
Yeah,
Okay. Are you in on it all?
I'm in on it.
So you all know the mission statement of the band.
Are you like the Roland of the group then?
I wish.
Do you guys? So is there like a Stampede book club? I mean, like, do you guys
Yeah.
get together?
How
and-
nerdy are we really?
There's been some,
What's
driving.
the nerdiest thing you've done as a band?
Well, I mean, driving around listening to audiobooks, I think is pretty nerdy
That's
as a
great.
whole.
I was going to say it.
Well, listen. So they got the new record. Quickly. I don't want you to give me your shows that are coming up because we'll do that at the end. But what do you see happening for the future of the Stampede? What is the big plan?
Ideally,
Yeah.
maybe record a quick kind of homemade EP, do something a little more punk, and
Okay.
Tell them it's world domination.
he says world domination. So world domination is the future plan. We're aiming for the stars and the moon.
World domination coming your way from the Stampede, everybody. All right, get out of here for now. There they go. It's a Stampede. We're gonna hear some more from the Stampede in just a little while, but we must move on. This is a part of the show where we get advice from Elsa, but I feel like I want to ask her about this horse thing.
We got to do advice. We'll do horse.
No, I could give you lots of advice on being a horse girl.
Yeah.
There just comes a point where you have to choose either being a horse girl for the rest of your life
Yeah.
or having a normal social human life for the rest of
It's
your
one
life.
or the other.
Exactly.
Do you have a little bit of a phase with horses?
Oh, yeah. I fell off one and I never did it again.
Oh, I was so good.
Really?
I was
Sam's
so
allergic.
good at jumping horses over jumps.
Really?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, everybody.
Horses are D-bags, I will say that much.
Yeah, you heard
Yeah.
it
You,
here
know,
first.
you watch Lord of the Rings and you like to think that they're like majestic, loyal creatures. They are not.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our next segment where I get to talk more.
Yeah, they're always knocking people off and breaking their necks.
Yeah.
Horses, too good for too long.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Not what you thought they were. Horses.
Everybody, it's time this in the show where we got a little advice. It's a little part of the show that we like to call Do What I Tell You.
Do we not have a bleeding rainbow today by any chance?
No, because I was leaving
Because you've
time
not been
for...
reading.
That's
Sorry,
true. I
I
haven't been
will-
reading, but
Yeah.
Okay,
Called me
so
out.
I only have one new submission since last week or 2 weeks ago.
are people not... What's going on here?
No one needs advice.
No one needs advice?
January.
Brother, I
Are you
will
kidding
say
me?
I've gotten a handful
These
of
are perilous
submissions, but there's
times.
not that many from our fans. I love our fans. To be clear, you are all beautiful creatures, but the questions that you ask are weird.
Well, that adds up, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. What are we... we can't do anything with these ridiculous questions.
Yes.
Ask for something reasonable.
I do
Yeah.
have one.
Any
I do
weird
have
questions will
one.
be answered by me.
We're not miracle workers.
It's
Yeah,
true.
from now on, any weird sex questions that you send...
We're just a
Chris
bunch of
Canellia is gonna-
low
And
I'm
budget
gonna go
people
so into
wearing
detail.
leather jackets in a public access TV studio. Anyway,
Yeah.
now
Nice.
that we've eaten into that segment a bit, I do have one good one that
Okay,
I
here
think
we
a
go.
lot of people in this room can probably
By the way, is it
weigh into.
is it hotter than usual in here?
It's so hot. I
It's
am
always
sweaty.
this warm.
I'm
It's
never
always
sweaty.
This warm.
It's hot as balls. All right, here we go.
Welcome to my world. Okay, this question comes from Danny Phantom in Northampton, Massachusetts.
Nice, Danny Phantom.
Pretty cool.
This
I
question
knew
is.
him back in the 50s. Here we go.
Yeah, these are anonymous. Yes,
What?
it's a cartoon.
That's not his name?
Okay. Danny Phantom from Northampton, Mass. wants to know, to what extent should you change yourself to appease your SO's parents?
Number one, what's SO?
Fucking
Significant other.
All right, here we go.
To
Significant
what
other.
level should you change yourself to make your significant other's parents like/accept you more? Which is a big question.
Well, you should,
Maybe a little.
yeah, you should act
Maybe
normal.
Just like,
On
yeah,
one hand,
try to be normal. All no, not
If
always.
you luck out and you have awesome ones, then it's like, yeah.
Well, that's the thing is I feel like not that many SO's parents or like parents-in-laws are that cool, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how cool they are. If they're cool, you should try to impress them, probably.
Yeah, but if they're not and they don't approve of, little weirdos wearing
Yeah.
leather jackets who
Then fuck
spend
'em.
their time on public access TV, like, what do you do?
Right.
That sounds legit.
What
I'm
do you-
not throwing shade at anyone in
No,
this
it's
room,
a
dude. We all
legitimate
have like
concern.
stodgy SO parents to impress, but
So, all right. So, what do you want to tell Danny Phantom about
I would
this?
like to tell Danny Phantom that he or they,
Or they.
needs to figure out what line they want to compromise. Like, to what line do you want to compromise? How much do you love this person? To what extent do you want, is this, do you need to change yourself just for Thanksgiving dinner? And that's it? Because if so, I'd say, put on your costume and pretend,
Yeah.
I guess. But, you don't want to compromise who you are either.
My take is.
You got to figure out to what level would it kill you
Yeah, exactly.
to hide who you are. You have to decide that for yourself, Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Danny Phantom. Obviously, it's up to you, but I feel like you can do anything for a couple hours, right? I mean, like, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, just to avoid some other trouble, but also don't sacrifice anything that makes you uncomfortable, as Elsa said.
Yeah.
Sounds legit.
There you go. I get that answer.
Just don't not try at all. That's important.
That is
Also,
important.
if
That's
you
the moral
don't
of the
like your
story.
SO all that much, then fuck that.
Yeah, it
yeah,
depends.
is
If
it
you
worth
wanna-
it at
Fuck
all?
that.
If you want to keep it rolling, do a little. If you don't care, don't do anything
Yeah,
at all.
hassles or no hassles? What do you? What do you
Castles
feel?
and sandcastles.
Hassle.
Fucking tassels, whatever.
There you go, everybody. Another great segment.
Do what I tell you.
Do what I tell you.
Figure
From-
your own shit out, Danny Phantom. Do what
From-
I tell you.
From Elsa Riot. Hey, it's time to
So
switch.
qualified for this segment.
It's time to switch gears a little bit. You like a little burlesque action?
You know it.
I know.
Always.
I know it's a big thing around here. We're all big fans, and we have one of the top-notch performers in town, ready to perform for you. Performing with the Black Lagoon. Here she is, everybody. It's Vera Rose.
Beneath the big buck moon, I wanna cruise with you. Beneath the mambo sun, I got to be the one with you, with you. My life's a shadowless horse, if I can't get across with you.
everybody.
Woo!
Wow. Here she
The
comes.
story of that kimono. I was wondering about that.
Here she comes. Wow.
Oh yeah, why is our mannequin wearing something nice for once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of being hot, that tinfoil outfit could not have been.
It was hot, all right.
Yep. They used to back in the 70s. They would sell like tracksuits in that material because you were supposed to sweat in them
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like.
lose weight.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they were. That's what they. And,
Is that how it felt?
but no, this one is for space. This one you can go out in space with.
You'll survive in space.
Yeah,
with
that's
for
a
sure.
NASA. Hey, speaking of stampedes and horses, Vera Rose, have you ever ridden a horse or any other kind of animal?
I've only sat on one. Unfortunately, I never
okay.
got to ride. I always
just
wanted
sat
to
on
do.
it?
I'm a romantic person, so I always wanted to do the horse on the beach thing.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. I don't know. So
That would be romantic until it knocks you off and then you break your neck.
I feel like I could write a romance novel about Vera Rose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is the.
She is like
It's a romance novel name, is it not? Vera
Yes.
Rose. That's like a whole series.
Did we ever talk about how you became Vera Rose? Let's talk about that.
I've always It's a very classic name. I mean, roses are my favorite flower, and Vera's a very classic name. And I started out with classic burlesque. I still do classic burlesque, but it's very short, simple, sweet, I guess, like me. I don't know.
Hey, that's right. Hey, by the way, have you ever ridden on any animal besides a horse?
An elephant.
Oh, an elephant. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And a bull mastiff. I used
you've
to
been
ride
on an
those
elephant?
around a lot.
Yeah, at the circus back when, like, you didn't know it was bad and stuff, like when I was a kid, but not like in the wild.
I would like to ride a giant turtle someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There's not that many left.
Yeah.
Ken.
really? Well, I better get on it before
I
they're all
know,
gone.
right? The giant turtle. It's terrifying.
Galapagos.
Yeah.
What about a ghost? You ever seen a ghost?
No, it's like I'm lame. I'm boring. I've always been afraid to see an alien or ghost, but I've never saw one. No.
Maybe that's your problem. Maybe that's you haven't.
Everybody has their thing.
The ghosts are just like, oh, I don't want to freak her out. I better move on.
Couple of nights ago, I felt something tapping my toe. Still haven't figured that out yet.
Were you sleeping?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Were you having a stroke?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I don't think I was because I'm okay
And you
now.
sure it wasn't your beautiful bride?
No, she was.
She's not messing with you?
She was sound asleep, and then I
That's
felt
creepy.
something tap my toe, and I looked up, nothing there. Now I don't. Is it a ghost? I don't know. I think probably more likely somebody living in the walls comes out at night, taps your toes. That
I
could
think
be.
I read a YA novel about that one, so
I've seen
it
at
sounds
least-
feasible.
I've seen at least 3 movies where there were people living in the walls. So
Yeah, me too.
it happens.
I'm always like, whatever. I'm too tired to deal with this. I don't even care.
I would freak out.
It's the middle of January as we do this show, and I wonder, Vera Rose, did you make any New Year's resolutions, and have you broken them yet?
It's very general, philosophical.
Okay, all right.
It's to find balance this year because I've
Okay.
been always go, and like
Yeah.
I need to take care of some personal things. So I'm trying to like balance out like doing shows and doing personal projects. So
Yep.
that's for this year, more balance.
Are you getting there, or are you?
Yeah, so far so good. So we'll see. Hopefully it continues.
What I realized, you always you get these big ideas. This year I'm gonna whatever, And what I realized when I was thinking about it right before the New Year, like I am what I am. I mean that's it, right? I mean like this is it.
Yeah, but you have the luxury of
Popeye
being you.
said.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ken.
We don't all get to be
That's all
you.
We can't all be Ken
Oh,
McIntyre.
Jesus. I just figure, I've done enough. I've worked hard
You
enough.
have. Take a break this year.
you
Just
can hit
enjoy you.
150.
Yeah,
Once
can
they
you
have,
like
like, the
backslide
cybernetic
like the
parts and
rest
shit.
of us for once, please, Ken?
By the way, it's very nice, very complimentary. Hey, I don't believe a word of it. Hey, by the way, Vera, do you have any? Since we're on the subject, do you have any party tips? I bet
Oh
you do.
man, I mean, I'm such a mom because I'm a Cancer. So I say after every drink, have some water.
Ooh,
And
that
make sure
is
you put-
good.
and before you leave, put aspirin and water next to your bed because you're not going to do that when you get home. So when
Yep.
you wake up, you'll thank yourself tomorrow.
I feel like we could trust her with our life. Do you want to be our manager?
Yeah, can you be like the heavy leather mom?
If
Can you be
wait a minute, if you
everyone's mom?
So what you're saying is if you're at a party and you have a drink, also have a drink of water.
Yeah, after
And that
to
way-
prevent having a hangover.
Then that
From
way you
bad one.
prevent. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just like, no, boo.
So don't just chug
I don't wanna
caffeine
do
all
that.
night like
Is
Sam
there any
over
science to that? Is that can I get a?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Ken, there's a
hangover.
lot of
You're
science
dehydrated,
to
right?
it.
Is there really?
You
I
just
don't
get
know.
dehydrated. That's what
it's
it
not that you're
is.
low on bacon and eggs, you know?
Just hydrate.
Your brain literally gets dehydrated. It shrinks.
Yeah.
when you
Get stupider.
when you think about parties, Vera,
Yes.
is there one that sticks out in your mind? Like this is the greatest party I've ever been to.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I haven't been to much party. I'm such a
Yeah.
I'm such a
I'm with you,
stay-at-home
man.
person. I really nothing sticks out to me.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad. I'm glad
think of
because
anything.
I'm glad because I don't want to be missing out on anything. So
No, there's nothing. I mean, there's only times is like when there's shows and like we party after, but nothing sticks out of my mind. I'm such a homebody for the most part, so I'm lame.
No, the post-show parties are always the best ones, though. Everyone's always like already hopped up on
Yeah.
those endorphins.
Yeah, definitely. That's the best time because then like you don't have to plan for it because you're already planning for the show and then you party and then you just go home.
Elsa, quick snapshot. Best party I've ever been to.
Best party I've
Yeah.
ever been
Yeah,
to.
best one. The one you're like, holy smokes, that was a party.
Did a whole bunch of balloons of nitrous oxide.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What happens
Yeah,
when you do
that's
that?
pretty much.
That's what it is.
You got
yeah.
like a,
That's
that's
what it sounds like in your brain.
That's helium, isn't it?
Yeah, that's doing balloons, right?
Oh, it is? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
got
right.
it, buddy.
Fantastic. Party with Elsa. She'll do nitrous oxide with it.
I would say that wasn't the
Many
only thing
balloons.
that made that party special, but that was the one thing that made that party unique.
There you go. Hey, it's Vera Rose, everybody. Let's hear it for Vera. Vera, stay here. We'll find out where you're going to be next in just a minute. But before then, let's get to a little more rock and roll. What do you say, everybody? Yeah! One more time. It's the Stampede. The Stampede, everybody. From Somerville, Mass. The Stampede. New album out now. A marvel of idiocy. Hey, Elsa, what was the name of your main horse?
Riddler.
Riddler. Nice. Nice.
He had a backwards question mark on his face.
Wow.
Well,
that's
there
cool.
was a red flag, wasn't it?
That's cool, man. Hey,
Riddler was a good horse. I would say it's like rider error.
this has been fun, but you know what happens? We're rolling along, having a great time, and then suddenly we just run out of it. We run out of time.
What?
Happens every
Fuck, Ken.
happens every week.
When will we
I only
learn?
just got my heart rate up.
As David Bowie once said, time can change me. I can't change time. Hey, everybody. So this is the part of the show where we do the promos because everybody's here for a reason. They want you to buy their products, for example, the new record, or go to their shows. So we're going to bring the Stampede over here. We're going to bring Vera Rose over here, and we're going to get to these promos. But let me say that before then, next week on the show is going to be a wild one. The Shirts and Shoes are going to play some rock and roll.
Yeah!
And our old pal, Landis Darling, will be here to do a little burlesque. That'll be next week on the show. So, Stampede, come on over here. Vera Rose, come on over here, and we'll get to the plugs. Here we go.
Where's our Vera?
Where's
She's
somebody
coming.
Go,
She's coming.
Somebody go fetch Vera Rose. Hey, Stampede. First of all, thank you for being here. What a display of rock and roll action. We got a little taste. We got to have more. Tell us where we can do that.
We have a
Besides
website.
across the street.
Oh yeah, across the street. Come visit us across the street anytime. Two nights a week at least.
Yeah.
We have a website. It's called TotalSlaughter.com. TotalSlaughter.com. You can buy any of our merch there. You can stream our first album, our second album. We have vinyl for our first album you can purchase. Find out about our shows. Links to our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, Twitter, whatever else we got.
Yeah.
We might have a MySpace.
I bet you
there.
get a lot of traffic. That
No live shows coming up on the horizon?
We're working on a show in April. We're off for the next couple months, but we'll be hitting it hard in the spring, trying to do a few shows and do a little recording. But check out our website, and you can keep track of us.
Fantastic. TotalSlaughter.com, everybody.
Yeah!
We have no time, Stacey, to get into why it's called Total Slaughter.
I know. Sorry. I'm just okay.
Just you leave your questions for after the
I
show.
can guarantee you it's because we're nerds.
Hey, Vera Rose, where are we going to find you next?
You can find me next month at 3S Art Space at the first Bunny and the Fox show of 2020. It's going to be the best of, so you'll see some old classic performance of all the girls and me.
Fantastic. That's the 3S Art Space. I really want to.
It's a very good
nice.
It's not bad. This is not as thick as I thought it would be. It's cool. Hey, Elsa, let's hear what we can see.
Yes, I have so much coming up in February. February 1st.
Let's do it.
You can come to my next Smoke and Shadows, which is the 3rd anniversary show, which is crazy.
Yeah!
If you like live rock and roll music, we have our good friend Ness coming to play live music all night, backing lots of good burlesque. We've got a 90s alt rock theme. It's going to be dope. February 9th, if you want to get into burlesque, I have a really great series. It's a class followed by a burlesque roulette competition for amateurs. That's February 9th, right across the street at the Jungle in Union Square. And then I've also got Get You a Babe Who Can Do Both, February 22nd at Oberon, where babes like me give a 5-minute lightning talk about an area of expertise and then do burlesque, because one can do both. Also some lots of Valentine's Day shows and stuff. You can get tickets for all this stuff at elsariot.com.
ElsaRiot.com, everybody. Yeah. Go there and see what awaits you.
Yes.
All right, let's go over to the band. The band has a lot of announcements as well.
The Gala US. Stop by Deadbeat Records. Pick up our fucking record, Bad News. Stop by Caffeine Contact Records. Pick up our latest fucking single, Gimme Gimme. You can see us next February 15th at the Square Root with Zulu Lulu and Hambone Skinny.
What's up, everybody? Your friendly neighborhood Sam here. My band, Radium Girls, is having our very last show ever. Last call. Seriously, come out. It is this Friday at once. We're playing with some other awesome bands, with Sister, with Weather Weapon, and Lonely Lisa and the Last Cowboys. It's going to be amazing. You guys should come out and say farewell to us. It's a full moon also.
Farewell.
I will be there.
Ken, you know where I'm
Yeah.
going to be on Saturday, or February 1st?
Where are you going to be, buddy?
I'm going to be attending Elsa's show and checking
Oh,
out
all
the
right.
best show in town. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be at Elsa's show on
That's what
February
I
1st,
like to
too.
hear.
You should all come.
Yeah!
Got anything? All right, nothing.
Hey, hey, Vera, as an amateur astronaut, when do you think we will discover life on another planet? When do you think that'll happen?
I think it's already there, to be honest. But, you know, for the people that don't think it is, it has to be 2020, this year. It has to be, you know? So if for the people that don't believe it, it's going to happen this year. So.
Yeah!
You heard it here.
Yep.
I think it's there. It's monitoring how we are going to react to it.
In what
Personally.
form do you think that it will manifest itself?
It's probably just looking like you and me. It just will look like a human, or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be the opposite. And I feel like my theory really quick, there are aliens, but they're avoiding us. They're just looking at us and being like, I don't want to deal with this mess. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Don't bother.
How would they know it's a
Please.
mess, though? I mean, if you're just observing it, we're just hanging out. I mean, it doesn't.
We
right?
are
Probably
wreaking havoc, buddy.
Yeah, they're smarter than us. So, yeah, I just think so. Yeah, they're just looking at us, seeing everything happening. They're like, no.
You're on your own.
I feel like it's like when you don't want the stereo system from your car stolen, so you leave a couple of bags of Wendy's on the floor. It's like that's what Earth is doing right now, you know? Well, distraction.
But do we even have a good stereo system, like in this metaphor? No. I see lots of head shakes.
Level 2 Earth?
Also,
level 2
we have
Earth
to wrap
does.
this shit up.
All right, everybody, ponder that, and we'll get back to it next week. This is the part of the show where we dance. And there they are, everybody. It's the Black Leather Lagoons next week.